Okay, so you're back. That means that you're really interested in what I'm saying. That's great. Sorry for cutting you completely like abrupt, but I'm still working out in be able to see like the time. Each segment that we're creating, it's 38 minutes, and I'm gonna tell you something. The reason why it's 38 minutes is because at the place that we live, it's the 38. So the whole studio is called the 38. So the whole amount of minutes for each segment that we're putting out there on the different platforms, including YouTube, it's 38 minutes. So this previously was a little bit longer. It was almost reaching 39, but the 38 is going to be there. But of course, we also need to start doing the post-production, and we also need to start putting some extra elements in order for us to be able to have like the intro, some transitions maybe. It's gonna get better in the time, but at the moment the most important thing is to simply be here, to be able to share with you, to be able to show the possibilities. So I ended too fast previously, and maybe it was not the best decision, because I cut off the flow where I was going, and actually it completely knocked me out of what I was saying. It's so crucial. I'm just thinking, like, I'm treating this as if it would be live, because the reason why I'm treating it as if it would be live is because there's going to be a moment when the whole plan of this show is to be live. So that's the reason why I'm actually keeping it like this. Hopefully in the near future there's going to be some extra elements where I'm going to be able to have my notes and everything in a way that I can actually see what I have planned. But at the moment, the crucial thing is that you're here to receive a specific strategies, and you're here to actually and just as a funny note, I just realized right now that I didn't have my headphones plugged correctly. So all the previous video, most likely it's crap the audio, because I didn't have my headphones correctly. So that's how this is going. And what happens is the following. I receive a terrible news that I'm gonna share. Like, one of the dearest friends of my wife was kicked out from home on the 24th of December, and I was intended to start recording what I'm doing right now, like a little bit over like 1 hour, like at 7 p.m. my local time. I'm in Budapest, and it simply hit me completely. Like, it simply hit me in the bottom of my heart, and I simply couldn't couldn't start recording at 7 p.m. because I was completely touched. I cried because I just put myself in the situation of this person, that on the 24th, when it's a time to be with family, you're kicked out from your home because of disagreement with your parent, with your father, and with the brother, and he needed to go somewhere else, searching for someone to take care of him in the moment where you need to be as close with family as possible. And the reason why I cried was because I felt bad that he didn't call us first to be able to check if he could stay with us. And the reason why I cried is because I realized that if he didn't call us first, is because we have done something wrong in our relationship with him for him to feel that it's not important for for him to be able to reach at any time. And it really shocked me completely. It really shocked me to the point of really needing to start later the recordings for today, because I simply couldn't start like that. And it's so interesting because in my account I had a specific money for doing like a test of something that I was gonna do as part of the strategy. But the interesting thing is that instead of keeping that amount of money for doing the test that I was gonna show today, I used that money for going to take my wife for dinner and to pay for the bus, because I needed to pay for bus. I don't have monthly pass. And it changed completely my plan. That's how news can change completely your plans, and that's how shocking some things can be for you, the same way that it was so shocking for me. And it was something that I was really not expecting. And for me, starting at 7 was the ideal time, but it actually needed to happen 1 hour later, because I couldn't do it. I simply couldn't do it. I simply needed to mourn the fact of that friend situation. And I simply needed a little time for me, because for the entire day I have been focused and working since 5 a.m. in the morning. I have been doing and performing, doing a lot of things for today, because today is the big day in terms of the launch. And I couldn't do it. I couldn't start recording today at the time that I scheduled, but I think that I started at a better time. So starting from next week, the time is going to be moved for 8:08 every single day, because I'm going to be committed to start and be consistent in the same way that I started. So starting from tomorrow, I'm going to be doing every single, not tomorrow, but next week, every Monday, starting at 8:08, I'm going to be doing this shows, and I'm going to be with you showing the best strategies possible. So I hope that you're going to be following through all these strategies. I hope that all of you find big what I'm going to be sharing, and you're going to be able to follow me through different channels, because I'm creating multiple channels. And the reason why I'm doing it is because there's different type of messages depending the channel. So you're going to receive the list of an order, and I hope that you are really having the best time in your life, and I hope that you can really reach whatever you want in life. I'm going to be following through different type of challenges with different type of resources, like audio voice notes, with different type of elements that you're going to be able to follow through. And all this is part of a whole plan that was structured during 5 weeks, and it's the result of something that I wanted to develop for over 8 years, and right now we have it. And I really feel completely proud. I feel that I was able to create it in a way that is going to bring the best results possible. And just don't be afraid. If you want to start something, just take the first step. That's all what you need. Don't be so worried about if this needs to be like this needs to be like this. Like, there's always gonna be endless numbers between 1 to 0. Endless, infinite. So if you don't want to be stuck in the process of trying to see what else you need to do or what else you need to have in order to do your dream, simply make a plan, a short plan, put a deadline, just as I did. I put January 8, 2024, that was my deadline, and I decided, like, okay, this is gonna be the day. Whatever it happens, I'm gonna start that day. And I started planning and doing whatever I needed for over 5 weeks. I put all the work, I put all the commitment to plan exactly how it was gonna be the first 3 months of 2024, with the whole projection of 3 years, and with the starting point of January 8, 2024. So that's the only thing that you need. You need to know where you're starting, you need to know where you want to reach, and you need to put a deadline. And you need to be committed, no matter what, to that deadline and make it happen. So that would be the strategy for today, what I want to give to you, and what I want you to be able to take home with you. And we're going to be having guests coming. We're going to be having different people sharing their own strategies, and we're going to make some quick interactions to try to find out, like, different ways where they have been able to actually make a strategy that work for them to be able to find a solution. So right now we're in the minute 12 of the 38 that I was mentioning. So we're gonna try to do some interesting thing right now. So let's check. So I'm just gonna go through. my WhatsApp. Let's gonna check if there could be someone available. Okay. Okay, so we're gonna start with the following. We're gonna start by showing you my actual status. So I want to be completely honest with you. So I don't want to be hiding nothing. So I'm gonna show to you how I am specifically today, because I want all of you to actually be able to go from episode 1 to at least episode 88, and that it's going to be a huge mark, and I want all of you to be able to actually see the whole progress of how I actually did the things. So I'm going to show you this. Let me check. Let me just make it bigger. Okay, so I think that's fair enough. So let's see if I can share this without actually showing my personal details. So it went directly. So this is how much money I have right now. Look, this is how much money I have. Literally, this is my Wise account. Okay, gonna go to my PayPal account. So I want to show you exactly where I'm starting, because I don't want none of you to think that I'm trying to show something that is not. I want all of you to actually see from where I'm starting today. So this is how much money I have in my PayPal. So also 0. I'm gonna show you right now how much money I have in my so for this I need to enter, so this is my bank in Hungary. This is taking a little bit time, and the reason why it's taking time is because I'm doing it from the old laptop, and the old laptop, it's a little bit slower, so it's a little bit difficult to be able to work with this, but this is what I have, and I'm not gonna change it until my old laptop gives me the amount to be able to purchase a new laptop, not in payments, because that's easy. I want to get it in full. Like, I want $600 generated by this old laptop so I can get my new laptop, and I'm gonna get it. $600 is what I'm seeking, so I can purchase a refurbished one, and I'm gonna do it. I'm completely gonna do it. So this I need to go here, takes a little bit time because of the securities. And look how much money I have here. I have 0 available, and I want you to see something that I don't know if you're gonna be able to see here. So I'm gonna be moving this a little bit. So in this one I have minus 1738 hoof, and in this other I have minus 1042 hoof, which this is less than $5, to be honest. So altogether is less than $10 that I owe, but it's the point. I'm in minus, and I'm gonna show you the last account that I have. Well, I have actually 2 in Guatemala, but there's one that I forgot the login access, so I cannot access. But I'm gonna show you this. This is the last account. Let's hope that all this is gonna start going faster very soon. Actually, I'm gonna get out from the Wi-Fi so like that it can go faster. So let's go here. Okay, so this is not I need to go, so this is the bank, but I need to go to the other one. Okay, so let's select Guatemala, that is my home country. And for all of you that are in Guatemala, I really send you a big hug. I really miss you guys. I really hope to be very soon back for a couple of days at least. We will see. So okay, so let's join. Okay, this is how much money I have in Guatemala. I have 9 quetzales and I have 47 cents with a total of $1.60. And the interesting thing is that I'm gonna try to transfer the money to the dollars, because actually I need to pay $1 for something that I want to get, and this is me using as much as I can. Okay, so 9, I'm gonna put $1. I think that it has this amount. Let's see if it can process that amount. Yeah, so look, it's saying that the account doesn't have sufficient funds, so let's try with a lower amount. Okay, so let's go to this one. So let's go with $1. I'm gonna put 108 so I can have the magic 8 there. Let's see if it works. And it works. Okay, that's great. So I was able to move $1.08, and let's watch. Let's see how much is the movement now. Let's see how much is this. Okay, so I have $101.55 in my card, in my US card, and this is extremely great. And I'm gonna tell you why it's great, and it's because we're gonna find something for the amount of $1.55 that I can invest. And I know that sounds crazy, but I could be focusing on something that I can't afford, but I can focus on something that I can afford. So I'm gonna focus on something that I can afford. And I know that you're gonna say, like, come on, you can't find something for $1 or $1.55. You're crazy. And I'm gonna show you the reason why I'm doing that is because, like, I have 26 cents in this account, which is not sufficient for the $1 that I needed to invest. And the funny thing is that this happened. Look, this is what happened in normal life. This is actually us actually being in a point of simply using money. And as an example, on Saturday I received money to this account made directly from my own effort after almost 6 months without receiving money from my own effort directly to my bank account. And the reason why I say that is that even though I have been able to be okay for the past 6 months, all the money was coming to my wife's account for different reasons, and the money that I was receiving was different type of helps that I was receiving from my parents for money that I lent to them back in 1.5 years ago, and they're starting to help back again by kind of helping and giving back, kind of, and because of that I was receiving that amount of money, that it was not so much, but it was helping, like $100 and $50 sometimes, things like that, and that helped a lot. But actual money that I was closing, it was coming for me, it was not entering to me, and there was a deal that I was able to close in September that was a work that I was doing, and that money entered to my wife's account. So I was feeling completely bad that everything that I do, it's going just to my wife's account, and I didn't have the feeling of receiving, and that's terrible. Like, when you don't control the flow of your income, that's something that brings down everyone. So I was able to get this $88 of a quick deal that I was able to close. I'm gonna show it to you right now. So here are the $88. Look, $88, and $88 and I was able to get in this moment an inspiration for me feeling better, for me to start in the year with the capability to actually be capable to start bringing money. And I start bringing money from the beginning. And the interesting fact is that how I was able to bring money from the beginning. Like, I took the decision to sell my camera and my photo camera, my Canon EOS 7 camera, and also my laptop. But not just that, I put a lot of other things to sell. Like, I put my bets also to sell. I put also a printer that at the end was not there. I put also a phone that I still have not used, that it's my Christmas present that I didn't start using it. It was intended for me to start using it today, but I still have not had the time to start using it, because there's a whole flow where I want to be recording all the process of the cell phone. So I didn't have the time to be performing those recordings. And the interesting thing is that I was able to sell at the beginning of the year, the 1st of January, we received a confirmation for one lens, and boom, 35,000 hoof. That it's almost like $100. Boom. But that money didn't came to me. That money went directly to Anna, because she was the one who went to the location to exchange the lens for the money. So that money didn't enter to me, but it came because I let go something that I had. And then on the 2nd or 3rd of January, I was able to sell my laptop. So, or 2nd, I still don't remember exactly if it was the 2nd or the 3rd, but I was able to sell the laptop. And when I was going to add the money for me, Anna came and said, no, like, I'm going to give my account. So they sent directly to her account. So 100,000 hoof entered directly to her account. So again, something that was intended for me, it didn't came to my account. But at the same time, it's completely fine, because we shared everything. But the emotional feeling with money, it's very tough, because you kind of don't have like the power of bringing money, because you don't have the feeling that you're actually doing it. So it was, for me, it was extremely big closing this extra $88, because I was extremely glad that I was able to bring something that was coming to my account, since after 6 months I was not able to bring something to my account, and I feel so proud. So, but big thing. This is something that happened to a lot of people after not having money for a long time. With $88, I could have done a lot of things. I could have invested in my own business. I could have done a lot of crazy things, but let's just check what I did. So the first thing was what I said to Anna. I said, listen, I'm going to treat you well today, and I'm going to invite you for lunch. So we went for lunch, $24. I needed to pay for the ticket for the bus because I didn't have monthly pass. So I paid $1.31. So that was the monthly pass for going. Then $24.52 for the meal, for the lunch. But wait a second. We were not done with the spending. So I said, like, listen, I invite you also for a coffee. And we went to one of our favorite coffees that we didn't go since long time, that is called Cafe Fry, and I invested another two coffees, $7.80. But that was not all. I was able to, the only thing is that I took advantage of two things. This I need to say, like, I took advantage of two things. At the Cafe Fry, I was able to find these magazines. This is in English and this is in Magyar, and there was the option to purchase it. And the reason why I purchased this is because this gave me a business idea that I'm not going to share today, because I don't want you to watch this episode and then run to Cafe Fry for the business idea. I'm going to keep this for a little while until the business idea is made possible. So I invested $1,600 in this, that is a business idea that I'm going to do. And also, when I went to eat, I was able to find these brochures of this application, and this gave me another business idea that I want to do. So I took this, because the whole purpose is to be able to make as much as possible. And this is the place where we went. We call the grill place because everything is grilled, and it's an amazing place, to be honest. Amazing place. So why I'm showing you this that I pick, because for a lot of people could be trash, but for me are opportunities, because that's what I'm open right now, is to find opportunities. And after that, I needed to pay for another ticket to come back. Then our client for the session on Saturday mentioned that didn't have lunch, so I decided to invite her for lunch with a pizza, and we ordered from the wall, because the pizza place that is near here open until 5, and she didn't, and it was already 3 p.m. and she didn't have lunch, so we couldn't wait for our favorite pizza place to open. Just give me 1 second. Sorry for that. I also almost needed to cough. And then I invested in couch surfing, and I'm going to explain why. This is going to be my research to find people. Then I purchased my domain, that it's the Ninja Strategy Solutions.com that I purchased here. So I invested. Then I invested in entertainment for $7.27. And then today I invested, no, that was yesterday. I invested, I needed to pay for the bus because Anna fell on the street, so I needed to go to pick her up. And then today I invested $1.27 in an event that I'm going to be part. And then today I pay for the ticket. I needed to get 700 hoof from my wife so I could pay for the dinner, because it was not enough. And I paid for the dinner, and here at the dinner I took pictures, and then this I got to come back.